Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be doing a very brief stock analysis on United, and I'm not really going to be doing a deep dive into their financials. I'm just going to be taking a look at a few different aspects of the industry and giving my opinion on it. First up, this is United year to date. At the beginning of the year, they were just above $88, and then at their lowest point, they went to below $18. So United definitely being one of the harder hit airlines, although there are a couple that were hit a little bit more than less than a quarter of what they previously were at their previous high, like in the case of United. But it's already back up to $25, and I expect it to just keep coming up from here unless there is a second wave of everything that's been going on right now. Here at their 5-year chart, it looks a little bit more promising. I took a look at American's 5-year chart, and it actually had a downward trend since March of 2018. So there were a lot more problems there than just being affected by not much travel going on. But United in the last couple of years actually looks really steady, which is a really good sign. They've just been hit really hard with not much travel going on, along with all of the other airlines. Their revenue and earnings looks pretty steady for the last 4 years, with their revenue steadily increasing year over year and earnings staying relatively steady. And then things start to get a little dicey when we look at the last 4 quarters. There's a decrease in revenue for the last 4 quarters, as well as not being profitable in Q1 of 2020, which is to be expected. But what I'm also expecting is earnings to be much lower in Q2 and then rebound a little bit, but still being negative in Q3 and possibly Q4 of this year as well. Even though I am pretty bullish on the stock and the airline industry overall, I wanted to take a look at a couple of bearish points by an analyst at Morningstar. The first point is that approximately 80% of United's workforce is represented by labor organizations, and typically unions are not great for big corporations like United because they're able to demand wage increases and labor cost growth, which will pressure profitability, especially when they need profits and revenues so much during this time right now. These unions are not going to help out the corporation in their time of need. And then the second point is not so much specific to United, but it's that it could take years for United to recover from the economic carnage caused by the corona outbreak, and the pandemic could lead to changed consumer behavior. And I completely agree with this. There's going to be people that are really scared to travel even for years to come, not just in the following months. But I will talk a little bit more about that in just a second. And then just this last point at the bottom here is United's aggressive capacity expansion plans could pressure yields and load factors. So United is actually one of the airlines that is really competing against the capacity issues that most of the airlines are facing. But with the revenue problems right now, this could further hurt their profitability. Even with all of those negative things being said about United, I think the airline industry is in really good shape to rebound in the next 3 or 4 quarters. And this may not mean it's back to exactly how it was a few months ago, but there may be a new normal where not quite as many people are flying, but there will still be really good growth opportunities out there for the airlines, especially if a couple of the big ones do end up going bankrupt. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I've done videos on several of the big airlines out there, and this will probably be the last one I do for a while, so go check those out and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching.